Welcome back to the channel, everyone. A few months ago, me and my son was down here by the barn cutting up a tree that had blown over for firewood, and I still haven't got my mess cleaned up yet, so today that's what we're going to do. There's still a bunch of bark and limbs just kind of scattered out through here. This tree that's dead, it's still dropping limbs. We're going to try to get some of that cleaned up until I can get that thing cut down. Let's go get the little tractor started up and get hooked up to the rake. Okay, well, while I get this cleaned up, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys on time lapse and let's get the mess picked up. Okay, that job's done. That didn't take too long. It's not perfect, but it does look a lot better I was able to get a bunch of those branches that had fallen out of this dead tree. That thing's got to come down here pretty soon. But all the bark and little knickknacks are picked up. Decent little pile. So I'll catch it one day when the wind ain't blowing, or wait till this winter. It ain't hurt nothing sitting here. It is in my way a little bit for whenever I plant everything, but I can get around. I plant that field down there, normally in wheat, and all this out here down to our family cemetery. Plant it in wheat and some various other pastures out on the property. If any of y'all are interested, and I haven't ever filmed me planting any of the clovers or alfalfa or wheat or anything, so if anybody wants to see that, let me know. This old oak tree, it's just shedding limbs like crazy. A lot of dead limbs. I mean, the whole thing's dead, but it had been dropping limbs all through here. I don't know if the camera picked it up earlier or not, but there was a bunch of limbs. There's a bunch of limbs just laying all over the ground. So that's all done. So if you guys were ever wondering how exactly you could use a landscape rake to help clean up from cutting wood, now you know. It does a pretty good job. It really just keeps you from getting a lot of dirt. I could use the dozer and shoved all this stuff up, but the landscape rake, it does a pretty good job. It'll get a lot of the leaves and just undergrowth kind of raked up with it, as well as the limbs. Now there's probably some limbs in there that I probably shouldn't have used, a little big, but it handled it. I had to clean out the rake twice. That's about the only pain, is you'll get some limbs wedged up in there and they won't fall out on their own, but as long as they're staying in there, it's fine for the most part. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.